In the last few years in Canada, there's been quite a bit of a controversy and debate around firearms. The current government has become really obsessed with the idea that banning firearms will stop gun crime, specifically mass shootings. However, what I will be focused more on today is the double standards of the government. So, during the initial start of trying to push for a ban on these firearms, the Prime Minister gave a now fairly infamous quote about the firearms they were banning. These weapons were designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time, Trudeau said. There is no use and no place for such weapons in Canada. Now, apart from the fact that Canada has an armed forces which has even more powerful firearms and weapons than anything that was on the OIC list, that having an armed forces contradicts the idea of there being no use and no place for such firearms in Canada, there is yet another layer of hypocrisy to this quote. The fact that they're implying the only use these firearms have is against another human being, rather than for other purposes such as hunting and wildlife protection. They then completely destroy this idea when they are willing to equip conservation officers with different kinds of guns banned from the OIC, such as buying 20 AR-10 rifles for conservation officers in the Yukon and trying to justify it as the best tool for the job pretty much. Or the fact that most police cars in Canada have an AR-15 in them, despite the firearm being apparently only good at one thing, which is killing the largest number of people in the shortest period of time. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about your regular cop having access to such a firearm that is apparently only good at that one task. As well, what happened to the no use and no place for such weapons in Canada shtick? Finally, in 2018, Saskatchewan conservation officers were also looking to get AR-15s for protection. Now let these examples really sink in for a minute. Okay, to finish off this video, I'm going to say the quote the Prime Minister of Canada said one more time. These weapons were designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time, Trudeau said. There is no use and no place for such weapons in Canada. Do you still believe that quote to be true?